Struggling to cut the fat? Tired of all those diet routines? Want something simple? How about a little self-worth? Hey everyone, Noah Hammond here, back with some more video advice for you. And today we're going to talk about how increasing your self-worth will get you the physical body that you're after. It's not about a diet, it's not about some magic cure, it's not about the shake weight or some belt that's going to go around your abs and make you thin. The reason that people who are routinely struggling with their physical wellness continue to do so is really a lack of self-worth. Now, let me explain, because it happens in stages. You don't go from being overweight, drinking alcohol all the time, smoking cigarettes, taking drugs, and eating processed foods to crystal clear health and vitality in one step, right? Now, myself personally, I eat a vegan diet, so I don't eat any animal protein, I don't eat any eggs, I don't eat any dairy, and I'm also gluten-free, so I don't eat any wheat products, right? And that sounds extreme, but I actually got here as a very conscious process of just listening to my body and giving it what it wanted, and having really the self-worth, the feeling that I deserve to have optimal health, that I deserve to feel amazing, that I deserve to live in peak performance consistently and constantly. That feeling of self-worth is what allowed me to listen to my body and to make that decision to confidently remove things that weren't serving me. So I now very infrequently drink alcohol, maybe a glass of wine here or there. I've stopped any kind of smoking, whether that be hookah or any kind of other things that you might smoke. All of those things are just habits of the past, and it all happened consciously. The removal of them all happened consciously. I don't eat any processed foods. I don't eat any inorganic foods, or as little as possible. I don't buy any inorganic foods. Now, the real advice that I want you to get from this is to just recognize where you're at in terms of your own personal health and how that relates to your current values regarding your self-worth, right? If you're smoking cigarettes every day and you're addicted to cigarettes, if you say outwardly that you would like to quit, but you don't actually have the internal congruence of that you deserve smoke-free lungs, you're most likely not going to have the determination to quit, especially with how addictive cigarettes are, right? But if you can make that shift, if you can see, yeah, I deserve to have cardiovascular health, I deserve to have respiratory health, I deserve to have high energy, I deserve to feel powerful and flexible and free in my physical body. I deserve all of that. I feel worth all of that, right? That's step one. Then you start to remove the things little by little, because the outward stuff has to align with the inward stuff. So if you can just focus on feeling good about yourself, even though you're really overweight, if you can just focus on finding that self-worth, finding the little skinny person inside you who deserves to be skinny and all the things that come with that, the freedom, the flexibility, looking good in your clothes, feeling good, waking up with lots of energy, not being out of breath all the time, all these things, right? Same thing with quitting smoking or quitting binge drinking all the time, or stopping the constant intake of processed chemical-laden foods. And all those things will happen as a result of the internal shift. So while I might be a vegan and gluten-free, I'm not sitting here preaching like, oh, you gotta get all this stuff out of your diet, it's gonna kill you. But it is, right? Human beings are designed to live well over 100 years. But what do? We drink alcohol, we eat chemical processed foods, we smoke cigarettes, we don't get enough sleep, we stress ourselves out, and we don't live that long, right? Every bit of these things takes away. So if you truly say, I would love to have a long life, right? And you truly deserve it on the inside, you'll start aligning the outside with it. Now, some things to be conscious of that you might not even be conscious of are things like your shampoos and conditioners, which are filled with all these chemicals and toxins, right? You want to get natural products for that as well. Your shaving cream, it's probably filled with chemicals. You want to get natural products for that as well. Your deodorant, it's probably filled with aluminum. You want to get natural products for that as well, because your liver has to deal with all of that stuff. Putting on suntan lotion, thick layers of petroleum-based suntan lotion, your liver has to deal with that, right? So again, it all comes back to self-worth, because the person who's overweight, drinking daily, and smoking cigarettes isn't gonna look at his deodorant and make a conscious choice about that, right? It's like you've got bigger fish to fry. So understand where you're at, what you're starting at, and just start to examine what your level of self-worth is in regards to your health, your wellness, and your nutrition, and start to evaluate if you'd like to see a different outer reality, such as being skinnier or having more energy. What is the inner reality that you need to then go create? So I hope that's been helpful for you guys. If you liked the video, please like it, comment below, subscribe to my channel, and if you have any questions, head over to noahhammond.com and shoot me an email. I'd love to hear from you guys, and until then, I'll talk to you soon.